In this video, I'll be putting my own spin on some snowflake DIYs that are inspired by Pinterest decor. This is my take on the snowflake open playlist, and I'll tell you more about that later. My name is Leah, and this is Junkernecker DIY, where I share new budget decor videos every week. This first DIY is a plastic fork snowflake. I haven't seen this before this year, and I definitely wanted to try it. I started off with these white plastic forks, and I'm going to be gluing them front to front. Just putting some glue on the handles like so, sticking them down, making sure they're even, and I did 8 pairs of the forks this way. When I got all those together, it was time to assemble the snowflake. I started out with 4, with all the points meeting in the center. And I just took my hot glue gun and just let it run all over that center part of the forks. And I'm using a barbecue grill mat underneath so my glue doesn't stick to that. And on the original, it didn't have any pearls, but I thought it just added a little something more festive and glamorous to plastic forks. Everywhere I made a joint, I put a pearl. You can see I'm just adding in those other 4 once I got the first 4 put together. I was so impatient. I should have waited for the glue to set up before I started putting the extra ones in, but you'll see I get them into position just fine. Everywhere I put a glob of glue, I put a pearl, and then once I had all 8 of them together, I come back in with some smaller pearls as well, just to make a nice cluster right in the center, and this is also going to give the snowflake more stability. Personally, I think mine is much prettier than the Pinterest one. You could add glitter down the sides of those forks if you wanted. Just dress it up how you like. And here is how it looks all finished up. Nice and sturdy, large, beautiful snowflake. Today's playlist is being hosted by 6 Kids and a Glue Gun and co-hosted by Crafty Hints and Rustic and Lace DIY. Please check out their channels by using the links I have for you in the descriptions below, and also check out the playlist using that link below. For DIY number 2, I'm going to do my own version of the clothespin snowflakes. Luckily, I already had some of these clothespins taken apart. Let me show you how easy it is, just like that, to pull them apart, get that metal piece out. And while my glue is heating up again, I'm going to show you how I'm putting them together. I'm putting 4 of them back to back, like so. And then I'll be taking another 4 and putting them together like they were with the wire, but pinching them at the ends like so. Just like that. And then I will glue them together. I'm just adding a dab of hot glue, squishing it down, making sure I have them evened up. I'm going to start laying them out with those that are glued back to back. You see where I've got that little bit of a slant there on the wooden clothespin? That's where I'm gluing these together, right where they're slanted. Now I've got a nice sturdy inner base. Now I'm going to come in with the other ones. I'm going to go all the way up to that first groove from the center and glue those in there. was looking a little bit like a star, too much like a star at this point, so I took some more of those loose pieces of clothespins and made another X or plus sign with just the single pieces of clothespins, like that. And then I will be sturdying it up with a lot of extra glue. And this is going to be the back side of my snowflake. So I'm not worried about the globs of glue at this point. And I'm going to let that sit till it's nice and cool and sturdy. Now, let me show you something. This is not my first Surebonder. It's not even my second Surebonder. It's my third Surebonder. They work well for a while and they start getting really stringy. What's up with that? I come in with this little heat gun that I got from Amazon for 12 bucks, and that helped with some of the strings and spider webs that were left behind. Once it was set up and everything cooled down, I flipped it over and it's looking like so. And I'm going to be adding some Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm covering the entire front and all the sides with that. Some people like leaving the raw wood, but I personally liked the white color. Then I'm going to add some glitter. I'm going to put a generous amount of gloss Mod Podge all over the front of that star snowflake, and then add in some of the faux snow with glitter from Dollar Tree. And here is that beautiful, one-of-a-kind, sparkly, snowy snowflake. This next one is a beaded snowflake. And I'm just going to be using some pipe cleaners and some beads and some pearls. What I did was took 2 pipe cleaners and cut them in half. And that's going to give me 8 points. For some reason, I'm going with 8 points on all of these. I don't know why. Anyway, the beads slide very easily on the pipe cleaners. And this is something that you could do with your kids even, because there's no glue involved. Now I took all the pipe cleaners and twisted them together at the center points, like so. And it was kind of a globby mess right in the middle, so what I did was took half of them, put 4 on each side, and slid them through this button out of my stash that had a large opening on the back. And that's going to be the center of the snowflake. Now some of the points are uneven at this point, but I'm not going to worry about that until the end. I'm just going to straighten them out, and I'm going to start layering on the beads. And I began with pearls right in the center, and then just stacked on some other colors, just how I thought they looked nice. Once I had all the beads on, I'm going to come in and trim down those pipe cleaners that are sticking out and just fold it over. I'm not gluing or twisting or anything, just folding it over, and it's going to give me a little bit of my purple look in there. And there's how the beaded snowflake looks. Now for this last one, I'm going to do a button snowflake. I'm taking some craft sticks, making some X's with hot glue, attaching them down. And then I just went into my stash and got a mixture of all kinds of buttons and pearls in different sizes. You'll see I'm using my small glue gun here because I put in some silver glitter glue sticks. I thought if the glue was going to be showing, I wanted it to be something sparkly and fun. And no rhyme or reason, I just put them on however I saw fit. And then I come in with the glue and just went into some of those spaces where the craft sticks were showing through. Adding a little glittery silver here and there. Lots of spider webs, but I'm going to fix that with the heat gun again. So glad I got this. Look how easy that is. And here is how my unique button snowflake looks. Well, buttons and beads. That's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching my video. And remember to check out the playlist. And if this is your first time here, I would like to tell you a little more about my channel. On my channel, you'll see things like Pinterest projects, thrift flips, Dollar Tree DIYs, and trash to treasure crafting. I also occasionally share shopping hauls. If these things interest you, please subscribe.